Dylan, where's Rhett? Some pretty crappy Wi-Fi. So if the picture looks blurry, it's because of the Wi-Fi connection. It's not very strong, but I'll do my best to announce the play. So we're playing East, Denver East, varsity team, high school national hockey championship last year. One of three Denver teams to take their respective championships, including you and, of course, the Avalanche. So we're going to start out there with Keegan and Ty on defense. Collins wins the faceoff, and we dump it in. Weston is chasing, along with Kellen. And the puck comes all the way out, unfortunately. So we're already having trouble staying connected to this intermittent Wi-Fi here. Sorry about that. Not the ideal place to stream, but we're going to give it our best shot. East goes behind the Collins net, checked by Keegan O'Connell. Puck out to the point. Puck sent up for Colby Box out of his reach. Shot on goal by, who's number 14 for us? That's Sasky. Nice quick shot right into the midsection of the East goaltender who gobbled it up. No rebound. Sasky stays out there with his line mates. Matt Chambers and Ian Suaro back on defense for Collins. East trying to exit their zone. Held in nicely by that Collins defender. And here comes East racing back into the zone. Ian goes down in a bundle, comes right into the slot. And that East player unable to get his stick on it. And that one redirected right in front of Hayden. That was dangerous. Hayden, nice play. And the puck goes into the far corner. Colby Box is there. Colby steers it up for Sasky. Sasky with speed, but he needs a change, so he gets off the ice. 5 fresh skaters out there for Collins. Attempted clear by East. Doesn't happen. Far corner. I'm sure that this action is hard for people to see because we are way down at this end of the ice. Attempted clear by East. Didn't happen. Puck comes back to Matt Chambers. Matt, up the far side, dances around to an East defender, sends it right out in front, too far for Jackson. So he would have had a nice opportunity. Slides down into the Collins zone, and a giveaway by Ian Suaro, but the East player couldn't get his stick on that. And there's a nice shot by number 13 for us. Who is that? That's Isaac. Everybody changed numbers after the club season, so I haven't gotten used to the numbers yet. So Kyler, Isaac, and Jackson skate off the ice. 3 new forwards on the ice for Collins. Puck comes back to Cole. Cole sends it in deep towards Weston. Weston, who scored a goal in last night's game. Puck in that near corner. Collins doing a nice job of just buzzing around the zone. Here comes Caleb Hay. Caleb right in the slot. Had a nice look at the net there. And it went wide. Collins keeping it in his zone. And it finally comes out. That's going to be icing all the way down into the Collins zone. So a good start to this game. 11:50 left in the third period. So just underway here. Hayden Stoltz in goal. Face off. to the East goaltender's right. That's won by Collins. Saski sends it in deep behind the net. Jackson behind the net, weaving around. Sorry, that's not Jackson. Who is that? Hard to see. And a shot by Keegan, gloved by the goaltender. So number 19 for Collins. Who is that? That's Merrick. So Merrick, Colby, and Saski stay out there along with Keegan and Cole Leary on defense. Collins behind the net loses control of the puck, picked up by East. East up the boards. Cole's going to have to clean that up. Cole wraps it over towards Keegan. Keegan wraps it around the board, takes a funny bounce and comes right to the point to East. East goes D to D, slap shot. Not much mustard on that shot. And East gets it. They keep it in. Comes up to Colby. Colby can't clear. Saski can, though. Colby's got it. Colby just dumps it in because he needs a change. 5 fresh skaters for Collins. Ty comes out there along with Ian Swaro on defense. Check against the boards by Ty. Shot on goal. That easily gloved by the goaltender for East. So no score. 10:47 left in the first frame of this game. Jackson, Kyler out there on offense. Ian Swaro back on defense. Puck comes out to the point to Ty Morris. Ty holds it in nicely twice, that time with his skate. Beautiful job. Stick goes flying out of an East defender's hands. He gets the stick back, though. Puck into the corner. Jackson squeaks by him. Wrapped around the boards. Kyler's the first one there. He's got Jackson in front. Can't get it to him. Ty thought about pinching. Thought better of that. 2 players go down to the ice. No call. Ty behind his own net, taken away by East. Ty at the far boards. He's got Jackson with him. Oh, Jackson had a nice opportunity there, but handcuffed a bit on that pass. And the puck sent all the way in. Big hit by Weston. Some on the East bench wanted a call on that. Puck comes all the way down. That's going to be icing on Collins. So some good opportunities here for Collins in the opening minutes of this afternoon game at Big Bear Ice Arena. This building used to be an airplane hangar. You can see the big, huge doors on the outside that used to let the airplanes in and out. It's owned by a Russian. Stu told me. Puck pitchforked up. Action right in front of us. Weston wraps it around the board towards Cole Leary, out of Cole's reach, but it comes to Kellen. Kellen back to Cole. Cole trying to get it over, and does. Puck comes right towards me. If it wasn't for that last inch of glass, that would have hit me in the leg. There's a shot that whistles past Hayden wide. Puck in the neutral zone. East trying to enter the zone. They come in with it. No icing there. Matt Chambers tries to backhand it up. Nicely taken away by Merrick Ellis. Pass up the ice to Colby. Bounces off his stick into the neutral zone, and East collects. Merrick, nice takeaway there. Up to Saski, back to Merrick, taken away. Cole's there, though. Cole Leary sends it up ice. Big hit on Colby Box. I thought that could have been a penalty, but no call. Keegan on the near boards. Pitchforked up by Merrick, and we're going to get 3 new forwards out for Collins. This is Jackson's line. That puck goes all the way down, icing on East. So kind of a back and forth game through the first 5 or so minutes of this game. Collins getting some opportunities, East getting some opportunities. Both teams have had their chances, but No pucks put by these two netminders. Face off, comes back to Ty. Ty shoots it. Steered aside by the East goalie. Comes back to Keegan. Keegan puts it on net. Jackson's behind the net, looking for options. Jackson reverses ice. Comes out. Kyler's got it. Kyler sends it over. Shot on goal. It's loose in front of the net. Collins can't get their stick on it. It comes down to Ty and jumps over his stick and comes all the way down. And that's going to be icing. So barely enough for icing. That puck just dribbling across the line. I thought the ref was going to put his arm down because it looked like Ty might have been able to get there in time, but he did not. And we're going to do it again from that far circle to the right of to the left of the East goaltender. So I apologize for the view that people have when the puck is in that far end. You do not get a very good view. So East came down with numbers, but that shot out of the reach of the East forward, fortunately, or they would have had a good scoring opportunity. So Collins escaped narrowly right there. Puck comes to Weston. He can't quite get to it. Comes to Ty. Ty's going to get into the zone. Slap shot by Ty. Beautifully timed shot, but it went over the goal. Keegan holds it in, but it goes off the equipment of the East player. Glove down by Kellen. Kellen shoots. Big rebound left in front, but we couldn't get our stick on it. Comes out to Matt Chambers. Matt backhands it over to his D partner, Ian Swaro. Ian chucks it into the corner. Now behind the net. Unable to be held in by Matt Chambers. Good pressure by Collins. And we're going to get a change. Weston skates to the bench. Puck sent up the ice to Caleb. Caleb sends it down in Merrick's direction. Merrick loses his stick. And here comes East. Nice defensive play by Matt, but they get by him. That shot blocked by Ian Swaro. Ian nicely sends it up to Colby Vox. Colby, if the Collins players hustle, they'll have numbers, but that pass out of Sasky's reach. Sasky sends it behind the net towards Colby Vox. And back comes East. Matt Chambers, Ian Swaro back. That puck sent right on net. Hayden's got to stop it, no problem for him. And Collins breaks out of the zone. Here comes Jackson. Jackson down the side, stopped at the blue line by a nice defensive play by East. And here comes East. Big check on the boards by Matt Chambers to stop that player. And that player takes a shot at Matt Chambers' head. The referee was right there. He had to have seen that, but no call. Wow, just letting them play. Okay. Up behind the net. This is dangerous. Sitting right out in front. And that puck wrapped around the boards. That's going to go all the way down for an icing. So a couple of dangerous moments right there for Collins. The puck for a good pregnant second or two sitting right on the doorstep in front of Hayden, but then gobbled up by Matt Chambers and sent all the way down for icing. Jackson's line comes out for Collins. Jackson, Brownie, and Kyler. Puck comes out to the point, sent in. Puck goes down into the corner. Cole Leary's right there. Now Keegan. Keegan lifts the player's stick. Nice defensive job. Comes to Jackson. Jackson looking for it, tied up in his skates. And here comes Isaac Brownell. Isaac shoots it over the top of the net. Good look for Isaac. Isaac again behind the net. Sends it right out in front, but out of Jackson's reach. And back comes East. East coming down the near side with speed. Nice hit by Keegan O'Connell. Jackson leaves it for Keegan. Keegan's stick being lifted from behind. And there's Tyler. Puck right out in front again. Puck comes up and sent all the way down the ice for an icing by Isaac. Isaac had Jackson, but he was going towards the bench, and so Isaac just decided to ice it. Out comes Weston. Ty Morris on defense. We've got Kellen and Caleb Hay out there as well. Face off one by East. Sent up. Here comes Caleb Hay with numbers. Caleb's got Ty next to him and Kellen. Shot. That one blocked by the East defender. Caleb Hay behind the East net looking for a pass. Sends it on net. Big rebound right in the slot. Collins trying to get their stick on it. Came to Weston, but his stick was lifted. Comes back to Ty. Ty keeps it in, sends it in deep. Kyler's going to be the first one there. Kyler backhands it over to Weston. Puck comes right out of the slot, but nobody there for Collins. And back comes East. So here comes Ty. Ty with speed up the far side, skates around an East defender. Taken down. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. That's going to be a trip. Hayden was on his way to the bench to get an extra attacker when the goalie for East gloved that down. So we're going to have a 2-minute power play in the last 3.5 minutes of this first period. Tripping is the call. See what we can do with this power play. We've got Sasky and Colby out. That face-off won by East and sent all the way down on net, and Hayden just has to cover up for the face-off. So offensively out there are Colby, Sasky, and Merrick. Collins controls. Keegan behind his net, taking his time, sends it up to Matt Chambers. Nice pat, and that pass, Matt all the way across ice to Merrick. Merrick loses control, but then regains it behind the net. You want to see Collins set this up. Colby box behind the net. Colby sends it over to Merrick. Merrick back, can't get his pass to Colby, and can't be held in by Matt Chambers, and comes all the way down to Hayden again. Hayden gives it up to Matt Chambers. Matt backhands it over to Keegan. Keegan wraps it up towards Matt, but hard for him to handle that. And here comes Isaac. Isaac shoots it just wide. Oh, that almost hit iron. That was inches from going in. Matt Chambers weaves around a defender, shoots it on net. Big rebound. Jackson shoots. Jackson again. Another rebound. Can't get it in. And the net is off its moorings. Jackson had 2 whacks at the puck, but couldn't put it home. 57 seconds left in the power play for Collins. So the same forwards stay out there for Collins. Comes back to Cole. Cole sends it over to Ian. Ian off the boards over to Brownie. Brownie over to Cole. You want to see Cole shoot this? He does, right out in front. And a nice save by the East goalie. Big hit in the corner. Collins now setting up their power play nicely. And that one gets away from Isaac. And he sends it back to the point, over to Ian, back to Isaac. Isaac shoots it. Big rebounds. Lots of rebounds being given up by this goalie. Comes out to Isaac again, but his stick was lifted. Comes back to the point. And a big hit. Another shot. That's in. Yes, Isaac Brownell shot that about shoulder height, and it just went right in. Somebody was screening the goalie. Beautiful. Isaac, with his second goal of this season, he scored in last night's game against Regis. Beautiful power play. Woo, love to see that. So Collins up 1-0 against East. 1:49 left in the first period. East controls and sends it in deep. Keegan leaves it for Weston. Weston back to Keegan. Keegan up the boards, but it comes right to the point. Nice. If Caleb Hay can hurry, I thought maybe he would get a breakaway. He does. Caleb's got it. Caleb weaves around a defender. Caleb can't get the shot off, but it comes back to Keegan. He shoots it, and that goes off an East player's stick and up into the netting. 1:22 left in the opening frame here, and Collins up 1-0 on a beautiful power play goal by Isaac Brownell. This is one cold rink. My toes and fingers are frozen right now. looking for a little sympathy. So Collins controlling behind the East net, doing battle there is Keegan, and East comes out with it. High on defense. That shot by East sails high, comes around to Caleb Hay. Caleb on the near boards coming up. Caleb sends it off in Kellen's direction, out of his reach, and that's going to be icing. So out comes Matt Chambers and Ian Suaro on defense, and Sasky, Merrick, and Colby are staying out there on offense. 54 seconds left in the first period of this game. Face off right in front of us. Comes towards Matt. Matt sends it up the boards, and it's out. Sasky giving chase. Sasky pushes that East player. Comes to Merrick. Merrick's got a lot of room to look at. Backhands it. Saved by the East goalie. Sasky's there. Comes to Matt Chambers. Wrapped around, but nobody there for Collins. So East is going to clear the zone into the neutral zone across the red line and in, and that's going to be offsides. One of the East players on the near wing had already entered the zone. Face-off is going to come in that far circle, just outside the Collins zone. 28 seconds left in the opening frame. I'm looking at the Collins bench, and Rhett is not here. We've got a young guy coaching this team. I don't know who he is. Affiliated with Collins somehow. East sends it in. It's in the skates of Ian Suaro. He didn't know where it was. Now he sees it. It's in the corner. Big puck comes right out in front. They're going to have a good look. Nice glove save by Payton, but it came out of his glove. And Matt Chambers collects it. Matt sends it over towards Colby. Colby wrapped back around towards Sasky, but East is the first one there. And that's the end of the first period. So the first period ends 1-0 Collins. We're going to stay right here. The ice is not going to be zammed. Doesn't look like. I don't see the Zamboni getting ready. And I'm going to step off this chair I'm sitting on to try to warm up a little bit. Give you a look of Collins and the bench. Heiser is on the bench behind his teammates wearing a helmet so he can watch from the bench. He's going to be out, I think, for another few weeks. He's got a cast on his hand. He's got some stitches in his middle finger on that hand as well. I think, not sure which hand it is now. He was showing me the other day, but Heiser had a fishing accident. It's actually his right hand. He was explaining to me that they were using an electric auger to drill a hole in the ice. Not sure where they were ice fishing, and Heiser's finger got caught between the auger, top of the auger, and the drill bit, and yeah, that's what happened. He got a couple stitches and broke a bone in his finger. I saw a pretty gruesome picture of the accident after it happened. It was not pretty. So we're going to start off the second period here with Jackson. Jackson's line, which is Jackson, Isaac Brownell, and Kyler Moynister. Not sure if I'm pronouncing Kyler's last name correctly. Ty and Keegan on defense. Referee blows the whistle. Not sure why. I couldn't see. It's on the near boards in the far end. I think maybe it was offsides on East, because the faceoff comes just outside the Collins zone. Jackson controls it. Jackson goes back into his zone. Backhands it up to Keegan. Keegan to Ty. Ty sends it up to Isaac. Isaac gets away from him. Shot on goal. Oh, Jackson hit the post. Puck still. Jackson puts his head back like, I can't believe that. He hit the crossbar with that shot. Oh boy, you're not going to get a better opportunity than that. He can't believe it. He skates over to his teammates going, what the heck? Wow. So Collins almost had another goal in the opening seconds of this second period. East comes out of their zone, trickles up to Kai, Kai up to Brownie, and East gets it and sends it in towards Kyler. Jackson can't get it out of the zone, dumped back in by East. This East player is going to have a good look, and that's blocked away by Brownie. Nice defense. And East still has it, and that comes out of the zone. Here comes Jackson. Jackson, he's got one man to beat. Comes down, tries to toe drag around that player, but is unable to. Jackson's got to get back on sides. He does. And here comes Weston. Weston's got the puck in the corner. Comes out to Weston again. Weston tries a wraparound. Puck right on the doorstep and scores. That's Caleb Hay. Poked it home, I believe. Nice job by that crew. So Weston did a lot of work down there, and so did Caleb. And Caleb, there was a wraparound attempt that didn't work, and then the puck was just bouncing around that far post, and Caleb able to knock it home. So goals in this game for Isaac and Caleb Hay. So Collins up 2-0. Sent all the way down into the East zone. Collins just beating East to all these pucks, just outworking them. Caleb again with it, looking for more. Puck comes right out in front, but nobody there for Collins to bat it home. And here comes East roaring back into the zone. Nice defensive play there by Caleb Hay. Comes out to Kellen. Kellen sends it up the boards. Big hit by Weston. Sends an East player onto his behind, right at the blue line. Puck behind the net. East collects. Comes out to Kellen. Kellen misses Caleb. And that comes all the way down to East. East coming out of their zone through the neutral zone into Collins' zone. That's a lot of zones in one sentence. East sends it high over Hayden. Not even close. But East putting on the pressure. They'd like to be able to score a goal and start to climb back into this game. Chip away at this 2-goal lead of Collins. East with it again. And Collins collects behind the net. Coming up the far side. Comes over to Merrick and poke checked away from him. Sasky sends it in. Moby Box has to tag up or he'd be offside. East up the boards all the way down. That should be enough for icing, and it is. All right, so 11:42 left in the second period here. Goals for Isaac Brownell and Caleb Hay. No penalties yet in this game on Collins. One penalty on East. And he scored on that power play. Collins behind the net. Ian Suaro pinches. Big hit, but it gets out of the zone all the way down. Ty chases. Ty against the board, sends it over towards Ian. Ian collects, tries to clear the zone towards Jackson. Blocked down by an East player. Jackson's got to get back in the zone. He does. Puck comes up to Jackson. Jackson hurrying down. Jackson on his horse. Sends it off the boards towards Ty. Ty over to Isaac. Isaac sends it up. Over to Ian. Back to Isaac. Puck comes out of the zone. And East collects. Shot. Hayden tried to glove that, but it got past him. Jackson's got the puck. Sends it up ice. Hit a East player right in the face. And it's sent all the way down by Isaac for icing. Whew. This is one freezing rink. So action deep in the Collins zone. East behind the net. East comes out with it. Good defensive play by Cole Leary. Cole tries to get it up towards Kellen. Does, but Kellen can't clear the zone, and now he does. The East, they go D to D. Again, they go D to D. Pass across the red line up towards Kellen. Big hit by Kellen. Kellen sent the East player down to the ice. No call there. The referee's letting these guys play rough hockey, and there's another hit. That time, an East player on a Collins player, not sure who that was. Caleb Hay, nice pass up to Kellen, but a little bit too far for him. Kellen puts it right on net, but nobody there. Caleb had skated behind the net. Puck comes out to Keegan. Keegan, wrist shot! That just goes wide. Kellen and an East player in front of the net, jostling back and forth. That one almost redirected by Sasky. Beautiful play by by Keegan. And wow, that was almost sent home. Keegan again with it. Keegan just, every puck that Keegan gets, he's putting on. And here comes Colby. Colby skating around with it. Shot put on net, but never got through. This line, we've got our first minor of the game against Collins. That's going to be on Merrick Bellis. 2 minutes for a cross check. He can't believe it. I didn't really see what happened there. So face-off comes all the way down to Hayden Stoltz's right. So first penalty kill of this game for Collins. And that goes out of the zone. And the East defender loses the puck. Comes to his own net. Jackson, good pressure there, but East able to clear. And they enter the Collins zone. Nice lifting of a stick from behind by Jackson to keep that East player from shooting the puck. Jackson and Isaac are going to get to the bench for two fresh forwards. It's going to be Kyler and Caleb Hay. Comes back to Ian Suaro. So far, so good on this kill by Collins. And that one cleared all the way down. 1:15 left in this man advantage for East. East sends it all the way up. That should be icing. Nope, the referee says it was tipped by East. And that one's cleared the zone. So East just unable to get set up on Collins here. Hard to believe that this is the team that won the national championship last year in hockey. Of course, this is not the same team. This is their JV team, or maybe their second team against our second team, of course. We're going to get four fresh penalty killers onto the ice for Collins. 7:44 left in the second period. Collins up 2-0. 45 seconds left on the cross-checking minor to Merrick Bellis. Collins behind the net. Weston just driving East crazy behind the net. One guy on three, and he's keeping them from entering the zone. Comes all the way to Keegan. Keegan dumps it down. East behind their net again. 20 seconds left in this man advantage. East just trying to set up in the waning seconds of this power play. Big hit. Oh boy. Kellen Riedlinger laid a serious hit on that East forward coming into the zone, totally clean, and just sent him down to the ice. And that player was very slow to get up. And just an outburst from the Collins bench cheering that big hit by Kellen. So this has been a big hitting game so far. A little extracurricular activity in front of the net again. Number 23 for East pushed Sasky. Sasky just smiling at him. Face off is going to come into that far circle. Penalty is over. Puck comes back to Keegan. Keegan sends it on net again. And there's Merrick. And that one, there's some big pushing and shoving. Sasky sends the East player down. East pushing and shoving. Sasky's going to go to the penalty box for sure. There was all kinds of pushing and shoving in front of the zone. Sasky couldn't be the only one that they get. Sasky definitely retaliated and sent that East player down, but he was pushed first. Let's see what the referees do. It looks like another player, number 26 for East, is going to go to the penalty box as well. And he skates by the penalty box and gives Sasky the middle finger, the middle glove. So, wow. This all started because Kellen just laid a huge hit onto an East player in mid-ice. Clean hit. And then there was just lots of pushing and shoving shortly after that. With 6.5 minutes left. That pass too far for Jackson. Comes back to Jackson. Jackson tries to send it up and can't. Puck comes over to Keegan. Keegan sends it in deep. East behind their own net. And they clear it. Come out to mid-ice. That one blocked it away by Hayden. Here comes Colby Box on the far side. Colby gives it up for Keegan. Keegan by himself, right into the slot. Sends it over towards Jackson. Jackson's going to wrap it. Saved by the East goalie. Jackson, nice opportunity. Jackson nicely keeps it in the zone there. And the puck comes all the way out. That might be enough for icing. It's not. Puck slows down in the kind of pile of snow there over by the East door. And Jackson's with it. Jackson comes down, drops it for his D-man. Puck sent up, never got through, but went off an East player. East coming out of the zone. They leave it for the point. Puck sent up. That one shot by East, never got through. Puck sent up. Jackson's going to get on his horse and beat the East player to that puck. Jackson shoots it, just misses. Jackson is flying. Jackson hits an East player from behind, right in front of us here. Jackson tripped, and that's going to be another penalty on East. Beautiful play by Jackson. That's what hustling gets you. Jackson just chasing that puck that went behind the East bench, and the East player tripped him from behind. So Collins going on their second power play of the game. They scored in their first power play. So Kellen is out there along with Weston and Caleb Hay. Kellen shoots it on goal. Big glove save by the East goalie. You know, it seems like Collins players are just putting everything on net, and I don't blame them because this East goalie has been leaving lots of rebounds up for grabs. And East is able to clear it all the way down. That's on net. So 1:45 left in this power play for Collins. Cole Leary taken down on the boards on a cross check, but no call there. Looks like that could have been called easily. Puck comes over to Cole. Cole's okay. Cole's pass out of the reach of Weston. Another shot by Kellen. Caleb backhands it over to Kellen. Kellen on the far side, back to Caleb. Caleb's going to have a big look. Shoots it. Saved by the East goalie. Again with it. Caleb Hay just buzzing. Weston sends it over to Caleb. Caleb gives it over to Cole Leary. Cole sends it over to Matt Chambers. Back to Cole. Cole's got a good look. passes it over to Tuck right in the slot, comes back to Cole. Cole sends it over to Matt Chambers. Matt sends it over to Caleb Hay. Caleb shoots it, goes off a stick, and it's in the corner. That's not out of play. It looked like it hit a little bit of the net, but the referee didn't blow it dead. So nice looking power play for Collins, but they've been able to cash in so far. That puck comes all the way down. 31 seconds left in the power play for Collins. 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second period. East controls, and they put a shot on goal shorthanded. 22 seconds left in the power play for Collins. Collins almost put up a third tally on the board in the first half of this power play. Face off to Hayden's right. Puck comes behind the net. Kellen is there. Kellen corrals it, skates out of the zone, sends it up towards Colby. Colby Box shoots it up into the netting. Colby was 2-on-1. I think it would have been wise to wait for his teammates on that one and maybe draw it back out. We're still on the power play here. 8 seconds left. 2:49 left in the second period. Colby stays out there along with Sasky and Merrick. Merrick wins it, comes over to Kellen, up to Ian Swaro. Ian's pass. Colby Box with it. Colby to Sasky. Sasky finally finished with his penalty. I guess Sasky only had 2 minutes. Colby Box, nice use of the body to keep that from the East player, but East comes out with it. Big hit on the boards by an East player on Merrick. Merrick's all right. He skates to the bench. And that puck covered up by Hayden Stoltz. 2:13 left in the second period. 2-0 Collins against Denver East, winners of the high school hockey championship, national championship last year. Jackson's line is out there, controlled by Collins behind their own net. Collins breaking out of their zone, slid up the near side, and that one bounces off of an East player on the bench, so the referee blows the whistle for a face-off. I think that would be a face-off outside of the zone, since it went off. I guess not. So face-off controlled by Collins. Ian sends it up to mid-ice, but taken away by East. East controlling. Collins got to be careful here. They want to let East get back into this game and get some momentum going into the third period. Jackson almost sprung his teammate, Kyler. Kyler tried to get into the zone. Kept in by Isaac Brownell. Nice. Kyler on that one. Puck sent around the boards towards Isaac. Isaac on the boards along with Kyler. Jackson out there as well. Puck comes to Jackson. Jackson drops it for his D-man. Sent on net. Steered aside by the East goalie and up into the netting for a face-off. 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the second period. Face-off going to be right in front of us. 2-0 Collins. Remaining seconds of the second period. Referee drops the puck, won by Weston, but an East player right there to take control. There's a shot on goal. Nice save by Hayden. Another shot on goal, just wide. And the East player went barreling into the post and knocked the net off its anchors. And there's going to be a penalty here. I believe it's going to be interference on whoever hit that East player. The Fort Collins penalty door opens up. Who's going in? And that's going to be Keegan. So Keegan in the penalty box. That shot on goal, nice kick save by Hayden, and rebound shot on goal, still not in. Hayden is down. Hayden's got to get back on his feet. The referee blows his whistle. Not sure why. So 48 seconds left in the period. Minute 45 left in this power play. Big hit on the boards by Weston. Weston came to play. He is throwing his body around. He and Kellen have laid some wicked hits on these East players. That wrist shot goes right by Hayden. Misses the net. We're going to have a breakaway. Here comes Caleb. Hey, Caleb shoots it. Blocker save. Ball comes back to Weston. Weston wisely just goes to his D-man, Ty, and Ty sends it up ice to waste more time. 9 seconds left in the period. Nice control there by Sasky, and now Caleb. And Caleb, the buzzer sounds, and Caleb is right in the slot. Wish there were a few more seconds on the clock because Caleb would have had an opportunity. The East goalie yelling at Caleb Hay, and Caleb points at the scoreboard to say, "Look at the score, my friend." A lot of trash talking in this game. So we are not going to clean the ice again here. All right, so at the start of the third period here, Collins is going to be shorthanded for 59 seconds. Keegan O'Connell still in the penalty box for that interference call. So 2 goals in this game so far for Collins. A goal for Isaac Brownell and a goal for Caleb Hay. 3 penalties, 3 minors so far in this game for Collins, Merrick, Sasky, and Keegan, who's still in the penalty box. Matt Chambers gets that, but can't clear it. Tries to. Here comes East. Nice stick save by Hayden. And wow, Matt Chambers brought down from behind and no call. Wow. Comes right to Caleb. And he sends it down behind the net, trying to waste a few more precious seconds of this power play for East. Uh-oh, that one taken away. And just out of the reach of that East player, or he would have had a good opportunity against Hayden. There was nobody between he and Hayden. Cole Leary's got it. Cole sends it up the boards. The penalty's now over. We're going to have a 2-on-1. Here comes Kyler. It gets away from him, just snuck off his stick. Jackson out there along with him, and Isaac, Ty Morris, and Ian Suaro on defense. Ian sends it in deep. Jackson chasing behind the net, wrapped around by East towards Ian. Ian rubs that player off the puck and sends it back down. There's going to be another penalty. Oh, sorry, that was going to be icing, or sorry, offsides. No penalty there. Sometimes when the referee puts his arm up like that, it can be icing or offsides, and sometimes a penalty. They put their arm up in the same way. And there's a shot that's gloved by Hayden Stoltz, and he holds on and hands the puck to the referee. 13 minutes and 14 seconds left in this match between Fort Collins and Denver East. East wins the face-off, sends it on net, and that one didn't get through, blocked down by Kellen, and it came high towards Hayden. And back comes Collins. Caleb Hay with it. Caleb down the near side, wrapped back around by Weston, sent up, and here comes East roaring back. Ian Swallow on defense. Nice defense by Ty. Ty and Ian Swallow didn't let him back in a giveaway in our zone. Big hit by Ty Morris on that East player. Bodies just being thrown around in this game. That was a very late hit. Wow, that player that Ty hit came back at Ty. Ty had gotten rid of the puck. And a huge hit by Merrick right in front of the bench. His teammates love it. Wow, this game is getting seriously physical. And here comes Ty. Ty tries to get around the player but can't. Taken by East. Ty Morris, nice job lifting the stick of that player to keep him from entering the zone. Ty lets out a huge grunt as he gets back to the bench. Not sure what that's about. Colby Box. Colby over towards Sasky. And here comes East. Keegan O'Connell trying to find the puck behind the Collins bench over towards Cole Leary. Cole sends it up. Nice play by Sasky. Sasky over to Kyler. Kyler, two players on him, still controlling the puck, but now loses control. Jackson's going to help him out. Jackson peels off. Jackson's got it. Jackson shoots. Goal! Jackson just gobbled that puck up and sent it. I think it went 5-hole. Hard to see from here. Jackson Siegel with his first goal of the season. Beautiful play. Making a dad proud. So 3-0 now. Collins with 11:15 left in this game. Kyler's going to take the face off with Jackson and Isaac out there with him. Cole goes D to D over to Kyler, off of Kyler's stick all the way into the zone. Kyler was just past the red line when he tipped that, or that wouldn't have been icing. Face off right in front of us here. Kyler's going to take it. He's got Jackson and Isaac with him over to Cole. Cole sends it up to Isaac, but doesn't reach him, and that shot easily steered aside and up into the netting by Hayden Stultz. So Collins just outplaying East. They're capitalizing on their opportunities. East has had some plays unfold for them that could have been dangerous, but they just can't seem to get good opportunities here. So 3-0 with just under 11 minutes left to go in this game. Hayden again, exact same play as a second ago. Shot came towards him and he just steered it aside and up into the netting for a face-off. Cole Leary behind his own net. Cole sends it up. Tries to anyway. Wraps it around towards Keegan. Weston sticks out a foot. And that's taken by Easton Shot. Here comes Keegan. Keegan with it. Sends it off the boards to his line mate. And up towards Caleb. Caleb's going to have a good opportunity if he hustles. Caleb behind the net. He's got it. He's got Weston right in front. Weston holding his arm. He's hurt. Not sure what happened to Weston. He was far from the play, and he skates back to the bench in pain, holding his wrist. Dangerous pass by Keegan. Cole behind the net. Sent right out in front. Sasky hooked. No call. Sasky, another big hit. Puck comes over to Keegan. Keegan sends it up towards Colby. Colby tries to cross the line, but gets checked right at the blue line. And there's a big collision. Merrick and an East player both going down to the ice. Battle on the far boards. That puck just pinned up against the boards. 5 players all in a scrum trying to wrench that puck free, but it's being pinned. Finally squirts out towards Keegan. Keegan sends it up to Sasky. Sasky around the East player, but steered aside by the goalie. We're going to get some fresh D-men on the ice for Collins. Out comes Matt Chambers and Ian Suaro. Here comes East. Nice play by Matt Chambers to get back, and a save by Hayden. Not too difficult to make that one. 9:04 left in this third period. Collins up 3-0. Goals in this game for Jackson Siegel, Isaac Brownell, and Caleb Hay. Jackson is out there with Isaac and Tyler. East with it. Puck comes to Ian Suaro. Ian behind the net. Ian sends it up towards Brownie. Brownie up to Jackson. He hurries. He's going to have an opportunity here. Tries to go around, but then drops it for Kyler. And then Kyler sent it into the slot, but nobody home for Collins. And back comes East. East into the zone cleanly. Hayden tried to glove that one down, but it went just over his glove. It's like he thought that his glove was like a couple inches longer. Jackson drops that one for his teammate, but taken right away by East. A shot and a big save by Hayden. And then the East player chops at the puck by Hayden. And Hayden turns and says something to the East player because he didn't like taking that whack by the East player. And Weston and Kellen and Caleb Hay come out. Matt Chambers and Ian Suaro stay out there on defense. Face-off won by East. Matt Chambers sends it over to Ian. Ian bounces it off the boards in Weston's direction, but East is the first one there. Ball comes right into the slot and the shot just wide. Here comes Ian. Ian and Weston doing battle. Behind the net, out comes Matt Chambers. Matt skates it out up towards Caleb. Caleb's got to wait at the blue line, and they both need to tag up. Caleb, puck just not controlled by either team at mid-ice, and then sent in deep by East. Ty Morris breaking out of the zone. Nice pass over to Merrick. Merrick down the near side, dangles around a player, shoots. Beautiful job by Merrick getting around that player and had a great opportunity, but the puck sent right into the midsection of the East goalie, so nothing doing there. 7:21 left in this game. Collins up 3-0. Collins controls, sent in deep by Keegan O'Connell. Sasky with it behind the East net, sends it over to Colby. Sent on net, comes out to Cole. Slap shot by Cole. He didn't get much of that, though. I don't think that's the shot he was looking for. East comes roaring back around Cole and right into the slot. Sent wide by East, and Cole collects. Cole sent off the boards towards Sasky. Sasky, nice pass up the Colby box. Colby across into the East zone. Colby shoots it, glove down by the East goalie, and then dropped. Cole skated by the East goalie, and the goalie reached out and gave him a whack as he went by, saying, "I guess you're a little too close to me, pal." Cole didn't retaliate. Let that one slide. 6:20 left in the third period. Keegan reaches back for that, sends it off the boards to Jackson. Jackson retreats, skates out of danger, drops it back for Keegan. Keegan sent it over, but it's off Jackson's skate, and Cole Leary is back there, and that one shot high. That was a dangerous play. Jackson on the board. Comes out to East. That's the best opportunity of the game for East, and it just went wide. East just not able to get pucks on net. They are shooting wide a lot. And that one went off the glass right towards me. I was getting ready to jump. So still 3-0 Collins. If East is going to have any chance to get back into the game, they better act fast because there's about 5.5 minutes left in this game. Face off won by Collins. Comes over to Matt Chambers. Matt shoots on net. Saved by the East goalie. It's at his feet, and the whistle blows. Number 23 for East, staring at someone's face. He's their captain. Seems to be the one doing the most chirping down there for East. Things have settled down a little bit, though, since that flurry of extracurricular activity in the second period. It sent a couple players to the penalty box, including Sasky. Matt Chambers with it, sends it on goal, gloved down by the East goalie. Nice play by Matt. Face off won by Collins. Comes back to Matt Chambers. Matt went around a player, but then lost control of it. East comes out from behind their own net. Comes all the way down. Ian sends it off the boards in Kellen's direction. Caleb Hay. Back comes East. East into the Collins zone. Matt Chambers back on defense. That puck right at Hayden's feet. That East player was skating around behind the net and he just sent it out front and it hit Hayden's skate and bounced right in front of him. Fortunately, it didn't go into the net and he just covered up for the faceoff. 4:44 left in this game. Merrick Bellis is going to take this faceoff. Merrick wins it. Comes back to Matt Chambers. Matt tries to exit the zone. Big hit against the boards on Matt. And that one comes out of the zone. Not going to be enough for icing. Sasky gives chase. But it comes right to Colby. And Colby brings it in off sides. And then sandwiched between two East players. Face off. Won by Collins. Sasky dumps it in. Not far enough, though. Ty with it. And then over to Keegan. Keegan off the boards in Sasky's direction, but East collects. East through the neutral zone down the far side. Shot on net. Easily gloved by Hayden Stoltz for the faceoff. 4:02 left in this game. Ty Morris and Keegan O'Connell. Collins defenders out there. Jackson, Brownie, and Kyler out for Collins on offense. That face-off won by Collins, sent off the boards towards Jackson. Jackson, nice pass up to Kyler, but Kyler can't get it. Bounces off his stick. That comes out to mid-ice. Sent all the way in by East, and puck dribbles towards Hayden Stoltz, and he just covers up. Face-off comes right in front of us here. Kyler's going to take it. Stand 5 out there for Collins. Comes back to Ty. Ty wraps it around towards Isaac. Gets through the East player all the way down. East goalie comes way out for it. He almost paid for that because Kyler picked it up and shot it, and it just went wide. I don't know why the East goalie came out so far for it. Jackson picks it up. Jackson goes around a player. Jackson sends it on net. Jackson just spun around and put it on net, but nobody there for Collins to collect. That puck held in by Keegan, sent on net, but didn't get through. Blocked down by a East player, hit him right in the ankle, and he's hobbled, and he gets towards his net immediately. That stung him. Puck off the boards, comes to East. East down the far side. Keegan's on him. Nice save by Hayden. Isaac Brownell. Keegan into the zone. Keegan activating. Comes to Weston. Weston trying to get that puck. Finally comes to Kellen. Kellen back to Keegan. Keegan sends it on net. Oh, I thought that went in. I saw the net wiggle. Not sure if it hit the side of the net. Keegan comes back to the bench smiling. Cole Leary and Matt Chambers out on defense. 2:20 left in this game. Looks like Collins is going to come out with their first victory of the Chassa season. Big pile up in the net. A Collins player, not sure who that is, went flying into the net with an East player on top of him, and the goalie was underneath. Who is that? Looks like Kellen. Kellen just been throwing his body around all afternoon here. A lot of big hits in this game, but I give the biggest hit to Kellen, who just nailed an East player cleanly in mid-ice and sent him down. Face-off won by Collins, comes back to Matt Chambers. Matt wraps it around. I'm so cold, it's hard for me to speak now. There's a huge refrigerated air machine next to me. It's just blowing cold air right on me as I try to announce this game. Puck bouncing around in front of Hayden, right on the doorstep, and Hayden just gobbles up. And Cole pushes the East defender around. The East player's stick was still in front of Hayden, and he bats it away with that big stick of his. 1:46 left in this game. Baskey's line out there on offense. Ian and Ty Morris on defense. Puck comes back to Colby Box. Colby fans on that one. Merrick, shot on goal, saved by Hayden. Thought that one might scoot through, but Hayden just quickly closed the pillows and kept that puck from going through. Merrick takes the face off. Controlled here by Ian. Ian Suaro off the boards towards Merrick. Taken by Colby. East able to exit the zone. Batted up by Ian. Hayden covers up for a face-off. Hayden's got some words for that East player as he skates by. East player went by Hayden after he saved that puck. He had it under his glove, and they kind of whacked his helmet as they skated by. 1:02 left in this game. Won by Collins. Keegan sends it up towards Jackson. Jackson collects up the boards. Taken away by East. Comes out of the zone. Isaac Brownell collects. Sends it over to Matt Chambers. Matt over to Keegan. Keegan sends it up towards Jackson. Huh. That puck almost jumped over the East player's stick, and Jackson would have had a nice opportunity there. And that shot gloved down by Hayden. Nice job, Hayden Stoltz. Hayden has given up no rebounds this game. No second chances for East. 28 seconds left in this game. Hayden covers up that one. So East trying desperately to get at least one in this game. But each time they come in, Collins slamming the door. Controlled by Collins. Matt Chambers up the far side, skates it up. Oh, puck came to Caleb Hay, and Caleb rang iron there. Not sure if it was the crossbar or the post, but he hit iron for sure. And there's the buzzer, and this game is over. So Collins comes out victorious in their second game of the season, 3-0. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to get out of here.